Heavy metals like lead, mercury, cadmium, and chromium are toxic, persistent, and harmful to ecosystems and human health. While some heavy metals have functioned as micronutrients or macronutrients for humans, plants, and animals, long-term exposure has a negative influence because of their poisonous and non-biodegradable nature. For example, exposure to lead has been reported to cause hypertension or cell degeneration. Chromium has been reported to cause liver, kidney, blood circulation, and nervous tissue damage. Arsenic and cadmium are carcinogenic agents that can cause skin, lung, and liver cancer. Mercury at high concentrations will affect the nervous system. Remediation of heavy metals pollution has faced many challenges. Although there are many techniques developed recently, physical and chemical treatment can have high efficiency, but they are also costly and have environmental effects. Therefore, bioremediation, an eco-friendly technique that uses living organisms to detoxify and clean up these heavy metals, will be the right answer. In this video, we'll explore how plants, microbes, and fungi play a crucial role in healing contaminated environments. We will focus on 3 common methods for bioremediation of heavy metals pollution: phytoremediation, microbial remediation, and biochar amendments remediations. First, we are looking at phytoremediation, a technique that employs plants and their associated soil microbes to absorb, stabilize, or degrade contaminants in soil and water. This approach has the potential to significantly reduce pollutant levels and mitigate their harmful impacts. The main processes in phytoremediation include phytoextraction, phytofiltration, phytovolatilization, phytostabilization, each addressing different aspects of contaminant management and transformation. Phytoextraction is the method that uses plants to remove contaminants from the environment and concentrate them in above-ground plant tissue. For example, corn can absorb cadmium, willow can absorb cadmium and zinc, black elder can be used to absorb lead. This method mainly depends on the hyperaccumulation ability of plants. Some plant species are hyperaccumulator species, which can absorb nearly 100 to 1,000 times of metal concentration in the shoots than other species. For plant species with lower hyperaccumulation, chelating agents are added to enhance the uptake of pollutants, which is called induced phytoextraction. However, phytoextraction contains many drawbacks, such as metal containing plants cannot be isolated from other living organisms, which could lead to poisoning, bioaccumulated on others' organism. Moreover, the biomass of plants should be treated as hazardous waste. Phytofiltration uses aquatic plants like water hyacinth, duckweed, water lettuce, and water fern to remove pollutants from water by absorbing metals into their roots and rhizosphere. However, its effectiveness is limited by root depth, which may not reach deeper contaminants, and it requires a large planting area. Phytovolatilization, the release of volatile contaminants to the atmosphere via plant transpiration. It is a complex process driven by biophysical mechanisms of mass transport through vegetation. Contaminants are taken up by plant roots, can be converted into less toxic forms, and volatilized into the atmosphere through the evapotranspiration from dermal layers of stems and leaves. For example, during the process of selenium phytovolatilization, plants metabolize various inorganic or organic species of selenium, selenite, selenite, and into a gaseous form. This technique will decrease the concentration of contaminants in the soil, but will cause air pollution, which has harmful side effects. Next, let's look at the power of microbes. Microbial bioremediation harnesses bacteria, fungi, and algae to transform, accumulate, or immobilize heavy metals. Some bacteria, like Pseudomonas, can detoxify dangerous metals such as chromium by converting them into less toxic forms. Algae, with the mechanism of adsorption, can remove heavy metals. Algal biomass adsorbs cadmium through chelation, nickel through ion exchange, and lead through multiple mechanisms, including ion exchange, chelation, reduction, and precipitation. Fungi also plays an important role in bioremediation through a process called mycoremediation. Certain fungi could absorb and break down heavy metals. Their vast network of mycelium acts like a sponge, trapping and transforming contaminants into less harmful compounds. Trametes versicolor and Aspergillus niger are common fungal species used in these processes, making fungi a versatile tool for cleaning up polluted soils. Biochar, the material like charcoal, is made by the process pyrolysis of agricultural and forestry waste. These materials are cheap and can be easily produced. Depending on the material and pyrolysis temperature, biochar amendment in soil can absorb or combine heavy metals through mechanisms such as complexation, reduction, cation exchange, electrostatic attraction, precipitation, or convert heavy metals from inorganic fates into organic ones, which will change the heavy metals' mobility and bioavailability. When combined with plants or microbes, biochar creates a more hospitable environment for remediation by improving soil structure and stability. While bioremediation offers an environmentally friendly and cost-effective solution, it's not without challenges. The process can be slow, not highly efficiency, and not all plants or microbes work equally well for every type of metal or environmental condition. Additionally, the biomass of plant-absorbed toxic metals can be dangerous for other living organisms and require other secondary treatments. Although there are still challenges for bioremediation of pollutants, it is a promising solution to one of the greatest environmental challenges of our time. By harnessing the power of nature, we can restore contaminated ecosystems and reduce the harmful impacts of heavy metals on both the environment and human health. As we continue to learn from and partner with the natural world, we move closer to a cleaner, safer planet for future generations.